Hello students, welcome to online audio video lessons, an initiative taken by State Vidya Mandir English High School affiliated to CBSE. Myself, Mridula Kadaderu, mathematics teacher for standard 6th. So children, today we are going to start with decimals chapter 8. So children, we are going to take a quick recap on the chapter which will be helpful for your exams. Moving on, what are decimals? So children, you know that a dot is used to represent a decimal point, isn't it? You have already studied this chapter. So let us again take a quick recap. So children, you will observe here, whenever we use any of the number, it contains whole number part as well as decimal part. And in between these both we have a decimal line. The left side of the decimal line lies the integral part, that is whole number part, where we have ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s and so on. Whereas in the decimal part we have tenth, that is any number when it is divided by 10 we get 10th place value. Whereas in hundredth, any number when it is divided by 100 then we get 100th place value. Similarly, we have thousandth and 10,000th. The place value of 10th is 1 upon 10. Place value of 100th is 1 upon 100. Place value of 1000th is 1 upon 1000. And place value of 10,000 is 1 upon 10,000. So children, let us solve few examples based on the place value of 10th, place value of 100th, and how to convert the fractions as decimals and decimals as fractions. So children, let us begin. So children, let us take an example where a decimal number is there, 4.6. We have to place this number in the place value chart. So the place value chart comes between say we have ones place, tens place, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. Whereas in the decimal part we have 1/10th, 100th, 1000th and so on. So children, I have taken some of the examples here. 12.453. So children, decimal point, which is nothing but the decimal line. So the numbers which lie before it, that is 2 and 1. That is in ones place we have 2 and in tens place we have 1. Similarly, in the decimal part we have, in 10th place we have 4. Next in 100th place we have 5 and in thousands place we have 3. So children, this is how we are going to place it in the place value chart. Next comes how we are going to write the place value form, decimal form and fractional form. So when I take an example, 493.2. So the place value will be, here we have ones, here tens and here hundreds. Whereas here it is 10th. So you will write 4 hundreds plus 9 tens plus 3 ones plus 2 is in 10th place. So you will write 2 tenth. Similarly, the same thing if you want to write it in decimal form, you will write it as, instead of writing 4 hundreds, you will write 400 plus 9 tenths will be 90, 3 ones will be 3 and 2 tenth, that will be 0.2, because 2 tenth you will write it as 2 upon 10 and the 0 will be your point and you will leave this 1 and write the numerator. So it becomes 0.2. If you want the same thing to write in fractional form, this 0.2 becomes 2 upon 10. Moving on to next, we will go to comparison of the decimal numbers. In this comparison, first thing we have to check is the integral part, that is whole number part, where we check the whole numbers. Here we have tens place 12, and here we have 102. So easily you can recognize that this number is greater than 12.0194. So right, but in some cases you have the whole number part, that is integral part, same, and in such cases you have to check the decimal part. First one is 0 0, both are same. Moving on to next 2 2, both are same. Moving to next 3, and here 7. So 7 is greater than 3, hence you write the greater symbol for this number. Next, let us see how to convert the fraction as decimals. So children, whenever you are converting any of the given fraction into decimal, the denominator should always be a multiple of 10. So the given questions are 11 upon 5 and 1 upon 2. So 11 upon 5. So children, to make this 11 upon 5, 5 as multiple of 10, what will you do? I will multiply this 5 into 2 so that my denominator becomes 10. But you cannot multiply only the denominator, you have to also multiply the numerator. So it becomes 22 upon 10, which I can also write it as 20 upon 10 plus 2 upon 10, that is 20 plus 2, 22. So 10 ones are 10 twos are 20. So it becomes 2 plus 2 upon 10. This 0 becomes your decimal point. Leave this and write the numerator. So it will be 2.2. So is it understood, children? Similarly, I had given another example about 1 upon 2, where again you will multiply 2 with 5 so that you get the denominator 10. So when you multiply 2 into 5, you have to multiply the numerator also with 5. So 1 into 5 is 5. So you can write it as 5 upon 10. This 0 becomes point. Leave this number 1 and write the numerator. So it will be 0.5. So this is how we are going to convert the fraction into decimals. Now let us see how to convert decimal into fraction. So this is a given decimal. Now how will you write? Now 1 is a whole number, so write it as it is, plus 0.2. This 0.2. So write the number in the numerator and in denominator. This point will become 1. And after this decimal point, how many digits are there? 1 digit. So add 1 0. So it will be 1 plus 2 upon 10. Which you can also write this 1. You can also write it as 10 upon 10 plus 2 upon 10, because the LCM of 1 and 10 will be 10. So you will multiply here also with 10. So 10 upon 10 plus 2 upon 10. It becomes 12 upon 10. Is it clear, children? Now next one, I will show you how to convert the given number, that is in millimeters it is given and we have to convert it in centimeters using decimals. The first question given is 2 millimeter. So children, you already know that 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. So 2 millimeters will become 2 upon 10 centimeters. And when you convert this 2 upon 10 into decimals, you get 0.2 centimeters. Isn't it? Have you practiced such type of sums? Okay. Similarly, if they give you 116 millimeters, so how will you write? You will write it as 100 plus 10 plus 6. And as if we are converting millimeters into centimeters, what we have to do? We have to divide it by 10. So divide it by 10, 10 and 10. So 10 ones are 10 tens are 100. 10 ones are 10 ones are. So what is remaining? 10 plus 1. You get 11 plus 6 upon 10. So it will be 11. 6 upon 10 becomes 0.6. So 11.6 centimeter.